Right, here is your cable single arm rear delt fly. So I've specifically supersetted the cable single arm rear delt fly with that cable low row with the rotation because you only have to move it up a few notches. So get wherever you're gonna be for your low row, which will be right at the bottom, and then just go up a few notches. You can play around with this placement until it feels really comfortable. Ideally, what I want you to be thinking about with this rear delt fly is how we're gonna get the most stretch in our rear delt. So how we're gonna get the most stretch in our rear delt is we're gonna bring this up just a little bit, and then we're gonna think about crossing, I guess, that arm across your body as much as you can. I like to hold on to here, so stability is one last factor that I'm thinking about. All I really wanna be thinking about here is isolating that rear delt and pulling only with that rear delt. It's really easy for the trap to get involved here, so keep that in mind. So I have my arm across my body. I'm already starting out with a nice stretch in the rear delt. From here, I'm gonna think thumb up. I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades together. You see how my shoulder kind of comes down as I squeeze my shoulder blades together? And then I'm just gonna think about kind of going in an arc around my body while my thumb is pointing outward. So I'll do a few here. So make sure that you're coming across your body, feeling a nice stretch in the rear delt. You need to move out a little farther, you can. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, drive that cable outward using that thumb, rotate across yourself inward. Exhale as you squeeze the shoulder blades together, push. I like to think about pushing from the thumb or pushing from the base of my hand right here, so about like this part of your hand, I don't know what that's called. Pushing from that right there, and you can really feel a nice squeeze in the rear delt. If you're not feeling it in the rear delt, like I said, make sure you're checking your traps. You can film yourself to make sure you're not up here. If you're not feeling your rear delt, make sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades together first. You might want to drop the weight a little bit, so you can drop it from, I'm only doing 10 here, you can do 5. We're really focusing on isolating the rear delt, not necessarily the weight. So we're going for a nice burn here, 2-ish reps until failure, high reps, lower weight. So I'll do a few here. So that rear delt is gonna run kind of laterally, diagonally, so that's why we have this cable placement. So I want you to basically pull that arm across your body, think about a little bit of a diagonal sweep. All right, good luck.